right. It is a Friday morning and it is nice outside. 61 degrees, beautiful. I don't know what the weather's going to be like today, but I didn't expect the weather to be this cool today. And it's just a lie. We're expecting a high in the mid to upper 90s. So, yeah, that's basically how it is. The good thing is we've got 105 to look forward to on Sunday. So, we got that. At least we got that going for us. So, today we end the week of threes, right? Because we did three things and just just three more, and then and another three. What do you get from giving? Three things actually. The article on success.com by Carrie Morgridge starts like this: there's a euphoric high when you touch a life, when you donate your time, when you share what you can with whom you want, and expect nothing in return. By giving to a cause you care deeply about, you always receive more than the person on the other side of the gift. She says, how do I know? For the past 15 years, I've been running a foundation, making investments that transform communities through education, conservation, the arts, health, and wellness. And we always get back more joy than we give. Why? Because we give out of passion, not guilt, not obligation. That feeling, that connection is what makes giving feel good. There's a book that she speaks about. It says in my book, every gift matters. Honing in on the fact that every person and every gift can make a difference. Whoever you are, no matter how much or how little you have, your gift matters. The smallest, seemingly unimportant donation can transform a life. And the best news is that giving transforms two lives, the one who receives and the one who gives. So whether you're volunteering your time or donating small or large amounts, here are three surprises that giving brings to you, the giver. Are you a giver? If not, maybe you will be after today. Number one, three things, right? You get three things. What do you get from giving? Three things, actually. Number one, a sense of joy and purpose. While volunteering while volunteering this year at a United Way, Toys for Tots drive, I got to meet the families who were in need. I got to listen to their stories, hear about their kids, and then send them home with a car full of toys and food. I was not the major donor of the event, nor was I an event coordinator. I merely showed up for my scheduled shift and was immediately blown away by the impact that the event had on me. I understood why the same volunteers have been showing up year after year to help over 3,000 families. I admired the students who volunteered next to me as they quickly understood how they were giving back to their own communities. The only regret I had about sharing my day with these families was that I hadn't found the organization earlier in my life. The incredible sense of joy and purpose that comes from giving never ceases to amaze me. Find a cause that brings you joy and then invite your friends. They're looking for the same thing you are, fulfillment in giving. And most people just need to be asked. If you're being asked to join a friend, make today a yes day. Your life might never be the same. I've had the privilege, privilege and opportunity to volunteer in many ways. When I did radio for 20 plus years, we volunteered for and with many organizations. We coordinated supply drives, food drives, um, care package drives for troops overseas, raised money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, of which we hit $1 million at the point that I was there. At one point that I was there, United Way I was involved with for a long time, which gives you an insight on how much an impact directly to people you make, how much of a direct impact you make to people. Um, and being in a couple of different committees where we had interactions with the people that were affected directly by the organization, where we had interviews with the families helped directly by the organizations, helped by United Way and the donors. It was incredible. So, number one, a sense of joy and purpose. One of the things you get from giving, and I completely, absolutely, 100% agree with that one. Number two, also beautiful, a greater connection to your community. She says, our foundation has always believed that you must take care of your own community first. So when we recently moved to another city, we went to the local United Way, asked them to identify the needs in the area and introduce us to some of the leaders who are making an impact. The conversation led to a site visit at a food pantry that uses hunger as a hook to get people in the door. Once they are there, the house immediately sits them down and talks to them about why they are hungry and if there's anything they can do to help them get back on a better path, whether that's looking for a new career or job skills training. So looking for the root of the problem. Why are you in that situation and how can we help? That is a direct connection to the community, the people you're helping. It says, why is this so important? When we wrap around services up front to families that are willing and able, we not only lift up the person and the family, we lift up our own community too. A small amount invested in a family will save thousands of dollars of social service needs once they become what? Self-sustaining. When you take care of your own backyard, you'll have a much greater sense of connection to your neighbors. So seek out food banks, soup kitchens in your community that provide service beyond the meals, ones that seek to fight poverty. Whether you have a little or a lot to give, helping your neighbors help themselves is one of the most rewarding things you'll ever do. As a matter of fact, I have an interview coming up next week with an organizer, local organizer of the I Love Laredo movement, Luis Ramirez, Big Lou. He's making a visible impact in how people not only take care of their block, but see the community as a whole, and how making a small difference can make a big difference. I got an interview on that coming up next week at the earliest. Number 3, the article is What Do You Get From Giving? 3 Things, actually, by Carrie Morgridge on success.com. Number 3, you get new ideas on how to solve these problems you care about. It says one of the best grants we ever gave was to a food bank in Florida. The return on our investment came not just from the immediate impact on the recipients of the gift, but from the innovative lessons we learned about ways to address hunger. Lessons we can now apply to other projects. At the time, they lived in Florida. Met with a group of leaders who were pitching the foundation on how to help the hunger problem in the area. It was significant, especially given that 1 in 4 who are hungry in the city are under the age of 5. And that's in Florida, right, in that particular city. Since our foundation had been funding projects in this particular sector, we knew the issues and the programs very well. All the pitches were fairly standard, except for that particular one, Second Harvest. It had identified that the food stamp office where people went to sign up for benefits was not on the bus line, which meant an awful trek for a family down on their luck. They couldn't just take a bus there. They often had to take 3 or 4 buses and walk up to 5 miles just to get to the office, which required many of them to take a day off of work, even though they were the working hungry, which is a very real thing. Second Harvest idea was to flip the strategy. They wanted to hire 5 rovers who could respond to the families in need, sign them up at their home, eliminating the need for the families to travel to the office. The rovers had portable fax machines in their cars, a direct line to the desk in Orlando for immediate processing, since they had done all the pre-work for the officers. The results were profound. Not only did the program immediately create 5 new jobs, but within a few years, they had generated 10,000 applications, resulting in $18 million worth of benefits, a huge milestone. The organization's keen ability to think outside the box not only made a huge impact on the issue at hand, but it gave them, the organizers of the foundation, new ideas about how to apply their innovative thinking and solutions to other problems we're tackling. Giving gives back. In this particular situation, new ideas. It says if you stay laser focused on your mission and giving back, you'll not only make a difference, but your own return will be immense. It says I know our money can't save everyone, but for the people we do touch, their lives are forever changed. That is something I can live with, and you should too, because every gift matters. Again, the article, fairly quickly, what do you get from giving? 3 things, actually, by Carrie Morgridge. I'm going to put the link on the comment section here. List these three things: a sense of joy and purpose. Absolutely. A greater connection to your community. 100%. And new ideas on how to solve the problems you care about. How many things do you care about? Organizations, people, you know, causes that you care about are waiting for those new ideas, are waiting for help, are waiting for someone to get the word out, someone to donate, someone to lift them up to a level where they get noticed more and they can make more of an impact. Every little thing you do to help a cause that you care about makes a huge difference. Every single thing, because that's one more person that is participating in their cause, in their goal, getting them closer towards their goal. Whether it's eradicating hunger or helping people with skills, whatever it is. An organization that helps other organizations like the United Way, of which I was a member for 6, 7 years. Wonderful organization. So, who can you help? Who are the causes that you're passionate about, or what are the causes you're passionate about? Think about it, and what will you get in return? You'll definitely get something back. Sense of joy and purpose, a greater connection to your community, new ideas on how to solve the problems you care about, and man, just you feel good about yourself because you're making a difference. I wish you a couple things today as we get ready to start our weekend. I wish you clarity of thought to see who is it that matters to you? What is it that matters to you? What can you change? That clarity. And a strength of purpose. But with that strength of purpose, I want you to have belief in yourself. Clarity of thought, strength of purpose, belief in yourself that you can and will make a difference. I also wish you joy, success, and happiness today because you deserve it. And if you feel for whatever reason you're not, I don't know, some people just feel I'm just not a good person or I'm not that type of person. Become that person, even if it's for one day to make a difference in somebody's life. Just somehow. Try it. You never know. You might like it, right? Remember, till next time, knowledge is power, imagination is king, and intelligence your weapon. Read a good book today. Enrich your mind. And above all, take action. Take action to do good. Have yourself a wonderful weekend. I hope to be back on Monday at around this time, 8 a.m. So until next time, or until that time, we'll be talking.